Hi, I'm Grace. From Virtual Fitness TV. Walking 1,000 or more steps a day is good for many things. This video is designed to have a natural virtual walk in the world's most beautiful locations. You can simply just walk in front of the TV, move the couch if you have to, and simply follow the step counter to reach the 1,000 steps. This video is also a perfect warm-up for a treadmill, or even an indoor bicycle. Now let's go. Welcome to a virtual guided cycling tour through Kansas City in the U.S. state Missouri. Kansas City is the biggest city in the state Missouri. The city has about 480,000 inhabitants. It is the 29th most populated metropolitan area in the United States. Marvel at the Giralda on your right in front of you. It is a 42-meter-tall landmark in the city. Giralda is a replica of the Giralda in Seville in Spain. It was built because urban developer J.C. Nichols went to Seville in the 1920s, and he liked the Giralda so much that he wanted to build a half-size replica of it in Kansas City. Here you can see the Giralda from above and get an insight of what the city looks like. Kansas City is often abbreviated as KCMO. KC stands for Kansas City and MO for Missouri. The reason for this abbreviation is that there is also a city called Kansas City in Kansas. It is actually directly behind the border between the two states Missouri and Kansas. This means that they are sister cities. Residents of the city are referred to as Kansas-Citians. For counties are part of the city: Clay, Cass, Jackson, and Platte. Most parts of the city lie within Jackson County. The city is also known as the City of Fountains. This is because there are so many water fountains in the city. There are actually more than 200 fountains in the city. The first fountains were built in the city in the 20th century. The reason for the fountains were more practical than decorative. For example, in 1904 there was a fountain built where water was poured into a lion's mouth. Not only people could get clean water there in their cups, but also in different heights, horses and also dogs could drink from the water too. This is downtown Kansas. Enjoy the view on the water. Let us continue our tour here with marvelous views. The city is famous for the Kansas City Jazz. Kansas City Jazz was developed in the 1920s and 30s. There, the transition from a structured big band style began, and was influenced by bebop, which is a musical improvisation style. Hence, next to New Orleans, Chicago, New York City, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia, Kansas City is one city, which is important for the history of jazz. Every year, Jazoo is celebrated in the city. It is a charity fundraiser that is raising funds for the Kansas City Zoo. That Kansas City Jazz is important in the city shows the fundraising of the Jazoo event in 2011. Here, $800,000 have been raised, making it one of the nation's largest fundraisers. Kansas City was incorporated as a city in 1853. Have a look at this beautiful city. What a great place! Let us see a bit of the natural side of the city now. This is Missouri River. The city has more than 220 parks and nearly 30 lakes. With about 134 miles of trails and bikeways, the city is perfect for a cycling tour. The weather in Kansas is quite cold in the winter, with a maximum temperature of 1.5 degrees Celsius in January and about 30 degrees in August. Keep on going. We are nearly halfway through our tour. This is the Christopher S. Bond Bridge. It is a cable-stayed bridge across the Missouri River, and it is the new bridge for the former Paseo Bridge, which needed to be demolished as it was in bad condition, because it was highly used. Because so many people use the bridge, the Christopher S. Bond Bridge now has 7 lanes, with future plans of even having an 8th lane. Enjoy the sunny weather. What a great day for a workout. Here you can see Kansas City Union Station, which was opened in 1914. It served the city and the surrounding area for many years, until it was finally closed in 1985. The building finally opened its doors again in 1999. Many museums are now part of the Union Station, as well as other attractions. The building has a great hall with chandeliers and ornate ceiling. Nowadays, you can find ongoing exhibitions, cultural centers, and theaters in the Kansas City Union Station. Let us have a look at the Armour Swift Burlington Bridge, also known as ASB Bridge. It formerly was used for automobile traffic, but nowadays it is used for rail crossing. The bridge has a span of about 130 meters, which makes it under the top 10 of the United States' longest vertical lift drawbridge. The building of the ASB Bridge started in 1890. From then on, some renovations have been made. Only a few minutes to go. Did you know that the Missouri River is the longest tributary of the Mississippi River and the longest river of the USA? The river is also known as the Big Muddy, as there is much mud in the water. Let us cycle over a bridge to see more views of the city. An interesting fact about the city is that the famous Mickey Mouse was designed in the city. Walt Disney grew up in Kansas City and took drawing lessons on the weekend there. Here in Kansas City, the famous Mickey Mouse was created. Did you know that there are more than 25 colleges and universities in the city? Here you can see Liberty Memorial. It is a museum and war memorial in the city, which was opened to the public in 1926. There is an exhibit space of about 3,000 square meters in the museum. At night, the top of the 66-meter-tall Liberty Tower is illuminated by a flame effect, as steam is illuminated by orange-red lights. This light spectacle can even be seen from a distance. Did you know that barbecue is very important in Kansas City? There are actually more than 100 barbecue restaurants in the city that serve dishes such as ribs or pulled pork. This was our tour through Kansas City in Missouri. Thank you so much for accompanying us on our cycling tour. We hope that you will join us on our next tours as well. See you then. Please subscribe to our channel for the best virtual content. Every week new videos.